Dear students, last class we have seen some important values to find out the lambda max of conjugated dienes by using Woodward-Fieser rule. So now by using that values in this class we are going to determine the lambda max. So that is we are going to see some examples for these rules. So this would be the first example. So now what is our first step? We have to find out the conjugated diene. So this would be the conjugated diene. So what is that? Three options for the parent. One is acyclic diene, homoannular diene or heteroannular diene. So here we are having only acyclic diene. So what is the acyclic diene? What is the parent value for that? What is the base value? So we have it is having only acyclic diene. So it is not having homoannular or heteroannular. So we have only acyclic. So what is the value for that? What is the base value? That is 217 nanometer. That is 217. Now here we have next step is we have to find the alkyl substituents. So this would be the parent. So here one alkyl, here one alkyl. So it is having two alkyl substituents. So what is the value for alkyl substituent? Value for that is 5. How many alkyl substituents are there? Here 2. So 2 into 5 we got 10. Now we have to find out the ring residues. Already it is an acyclic one. It is not having the ring. So that's why it is not having ring residues. Exocyclic double bond. So that is only for cyclic one. So it is already acyclic. So it is not having exocyclic double bond. Then double bond extending conjugation. It is having only two double bonds. Only dienes are there. So it is not having double bond extending conjugation. So we have to add these values. What are they? 7, 2, 2. So what is the lambda max of this structure? That is 227 nanometer. Now we'll see the next one. So this is the next structure. What is our first step? We have to find the parent. So this would be the parent. So what is that? Acyclic or homoannular or heteroannular? So this is an acyclic one, not homoannular or heteroannular. So parent is acyclic diene. So same as that. What is the value? That is 217 nanometer. Now what is the next step? We have to find the alkyl substituents. So here one alkyl, here one alkyl, here one alkyl. So 3 alkyls would be there. So what is the value for that alkyl? 5. So 3 into 5, 15. So 15 nanometer. And ring residues. So how many ring residues are there? So this would be the parent. So this is one ring residue. This would be one ring residue. So totally 2 ring residues are there. What is the value for ring residue? That is 5. So how many are there? 1, 2. So 2 ring residues. That's why 2 into 5, that is 10. And exocyclic double bond. So for exocyclic double bond, wait. So this would be the ring. So according to this ring, this double bond, no, that is exocyclic. So this double bond is exocyclic to this ring. That's why it is having only one exocyclic double bond. So what is the value for exocyclic double bond? That is 5. How many are there? 1. So 1 into 5, that is 5. 5 nanometer. And last one, double bond extending conjugation. Already it is having only 2 double bonds. That's why it is not having any double bond extending conjugation. So it is not there. So now we have to add all this. So what is the value? What is that? 5, 5, 10, 7. 7, here 4. So 2 nanometer. So what is the lambda max for this structure? That is 247 nanometer. Now we'll see the third example. So this is the parent. This was the parent. So what it is? That is the heteroannular diene. So what is the value for that heteroannular diene? It is 215. It is 215 nanometer. So now with that, what is the second thing? We have to find the alkyl substituent. So look at this, it is not having any alkyl. So that is 0. Now come to ring residues. For that, so this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So 3 ring residues. For 1 it is 5, for 3 it is 15. Now we have to find the exocyclic double bond. So for this ring, this would be exocyclic. And for this ring, no exocyclic double bonds are there. For this ring, no exocyclic double bond. For this, no exocyclic double bond. So only for this ring, this would be the exocyclic one. That is, one exocyclic double bond is present. For one, it is 5. Now double bond extending conjugation. So look at this, it is having only 2 bonds. That's why it is not having double bond extending conjugation. So that is 0. Now we have to tell about this one, that is methoxy group. That is attached with this no. So for methoxy is coming under alkoxy. So for that we have to add 6. So what would be the value? That is by the addition of this 5, 5, 10, 15, 6, 21, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and 2. So that would be the lambda max of this structure, that is 241 nanometer. Now for this, so this is the parent. So what is the value for that? That is the heteroannular diene. So it is 215 nanometer. 215. Look at this, it is not having any alkyl substituent. So that is a 0. Now come to ring residues. So for ring residues, here one, here one, here, here. So 5 ring residues are there. So for one ring residue, that is 5. So 5 5s are 25. So for ring residue, that is 25. Now exocyclic double bond. For this one, it is not having any exocyclic. For the second ring, this is exocyclic, this is exocyclic. So for B, 2 exocyclic double bonds. Now for this ring, this is A, this is B, C, D. So for A ring, it is not having any exocyclic double bond. For B ring, this is exocyclic, this is exocyclic. That's why for B ring, 2 exocyclic double bonds. For C ring, it is not having any exocyclic. Whereas for D, this would be exocyclic. For D, it is 1. So totally how many exocyclic double bonds are there? 3 exocyclic double bonds are there. For 1, it is 5. For 3, it is 15. Now we have to see double bond extending conjugation. So parent should have 2, here 2, 1, 3. So totally 3 are there. So it is having one extra double bond. So that is double bond extending conjugation would be 1. For one double bond extending conjugation, the value would be 30. So now we have to add all this. We can get 285. 285 nanometer. nanometer. The next example. So here, this was the parent. So what it is? This is an acyclic diene. So this is acyclic diene. So what is the parent value? That is 217. Parent value is 217. Now alkyl substituents. You see this, it is not having any alkyl. So for that, it is 0. Now come to ring residues. So for ring residues, so this is one ring residue, this is one ring residue. So totally 2 ring residues are there. So 10. And exocyclic double bond. So for this is one exocyclic, this is one exocyclic. So 2 exocyclic double bonds are there. That's why we have to add value 10. 10 nanometers we have to add. Now double bond extending conjugation. It is having only dienes. Diene. That's why it is not having double bond extending conjugation. So 0. And we have to consider one thing here. It is a bicyclic system. So whenever we are using bicyclic system for calculating lambda max, we have to add one strain correction. That is for that would be 15. So we have to add 15 nanometers. That is the strain correction. So what is the final value by adding all this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the lambda max value for this would be 252 nanometer. Now for this is the parent. So this is a heteroannular diene. So what is the value for that? That is 215 nanometer. So that is the heteroannular diene, that is 215 nanometers. Now alkyl substituents, it is having one alkyl. So this would be alkyl. So one alkyl, so 5. Now we have to find the ring residues. So for that, so this is one ring residue, this is one, this is one. So 3 ring residues are there. That's why it is 15. 15. Now we have to find the exocyclic double bond. So for this ring, no exocyclic double bonds. But for this ring, this would be exocyclic. That's why one exocyclic double bond is there. That's why we have to add only 5. For a double bond extending conjugation, look at that, it is having only 2 double bonds. So it is not having double bond extending conjugation. So that's why 0. So now we have to add the values 10, 20, 0 to 4. So 240 nanometer would be the lambda max of this structure.